Hey, what's up, y'all? Dividend Nomad here. Today, I want to share with y'all a few things about some of the mistakes I made and stuff like that, and a few other things I'll share with y'all as well. As you can see, or if you're looking instead of listening, I really am about that life. See, I'm living in another country. You can literally see the numbers on the cars. Okay, I really am a nomad. I really do live abroad. Okay. Anyway, if you don't want to look, that's fine. Just listen. But in my last video, some people complained. They said, "Oh, your microphone makes some noise," because I had it on this little necklace thing. Some other people said the music was too loud or something like that. So here we are outside, no microphone, no music, just the noise of all the stuff going on around. And also, I want to say, before I get started with this video, you know, a lot of people been in the comments talking about return to capital, taxes, expense ratio, blah, blah, blah. This fund is crap, that fund is crap. Man, I don't care, okay? First of all, I would rather pay taxes on some money that I'm getting than not get any money, all right? Secondly, expense ratio is not a big deal. It's not a lot of money. And like, if you're worried about expense ratio, then go do the options trade yourself, right? Like I'm not a professional. I don't know, you know, I know a little bit about options, but not too much. And also, you need a lot more money to do those options yourself too. Like, I'm just not really interested in doing that. I'm more than happy to pay the expense ratio and just sit back and do nothing. Let somebody else deal with it, all right? So, and then return to capital. Return to capital means you're not gonna pay taxes on it. So if I get return to capital, that's fine too. I don't care. That means I get money, I ain't gotta pay for it, right? So I'm not worried about all this stuff. And then other people are talking about, oh, some of those funds are crap and this and that. I don't care about that neither, okay? So as I mentioned before, this is an experiment, and it's with money that I'm not scared to lose, okay? I'm not worried about this money. If I lose it and, you know, make some mistakes, then it's okay. It doesn't matter, right? I do other things, okay? I've got some businesses. I've been day trading for 5 or 6 years. I have lots of experience in that and make money in that. I've got another YouTube channel that's actually monetized, which I'm not gonna share with y'all that channel because it's a whole different thing. And so I'm not gonna share the link to that and none of that other stuff. And it's not what this is about, okay? I'm sharing this journey with y'all because all these high yield funds are brand new, right? They're new. Nobody really knows exactly what they're gonna do, how they're gonna perform, and all this and that. Everybody is just kind of speculating or guessing about how these are gonna work out. And they're also making assumptions based on a couple of these, how a couple of these have performed. And they haven't even been out very long. So that's another thing, right? So this is just an experiment. And this is how I learn things, is actually by doing things. And that's why I'm doing it, so I can do it firsthand and learn for myself if this thing is good or bad. And then from that point, then I can decide if I'm willing to, you know, risk money that I don't want to lose, right? Because I don't want to lose the money I'm experimenting with, but if I lose it, it's not a big deal, right? So keep that in mind as you know, watch these videos or follow this journey, all right? So anyway, let's get into some of these mistakes that I made, because I made some mistakes, and if I share those with you, maybe you won't make those same mistakes. But at the same time, I'm not telling you to do what I do, because I'm just a dummy who's living overseas. Like, I don't know nothing, all right? I'm just having fun, enjoying myself. So, when it comes to some of the mistakes I made, the first mistake is, you know, starting out with a small portfolio, being over-diversified. Nothing wrong with starting with a small portfolio, a small amount of money. Nothing wrong with that. But I think there is something wrong with being over-diversified. You know, if you have, you know, 10, 20, 30, $50,000, whatever, you don't need 10, 20, 30 different ETFs. All right, you just don't. I mean, think about it. Say you have $100. Say you start your journey with $100. Are you gonna buy 5 different $20 ETFs? Like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get it. And I made that mistake by, you know, I think my portfolio was like, I don't know, like $20,000 or something like that. And I had like 12 different holdings. At one time I had more than that. Like and basically I'm like diluting myself and taking away my potential to earn more money now. And for me, or what I've mentioned before, this is about getting money now, right? As for me, okay, and it might not be for everybody. Some people, they might have a long time horizon and they don't care to wait, 5, 10, 20 years or 30 years or however long they want to wait. And for me, this is about seeing what I can get right now. Like, I want the money put in my pocket, right? So being too diversified is really diluting yourself. So in my opinion, just my opinion, I'm not saying to follow me, don't do that. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I think it's better to set like a target. For example, just say you want to get $1,000 a month. Okay, so if you want to get $1,000 a month, I would buy one, maybe two different ETFs, get your $1,000 a month. And then after that, take that $1,000 a month income and then start building another one, and so on and so forth, instead of just throwing money at everything and hoping something works, right? In my opinion, it's not a good strategy. Okay, and then the second thing that I did wrong, right, is getting in just any random high yield ETF, like just because the yield is high, but not really putting too much thought or effort into like when to buy it or why I'm buying it. So for example, we've seen some of these funds perform really well. For example, like the Misty and Nvidia and Coney and stuff like that, right? They perform quite well. And if you look at the underlying stuff, like the Bitcoin stuff, right, it's been on a straight upward trajectory. It's done really well. So if you got in those several months ago, you'd be doing great right now. You'd be getting super high dividends, and you would have some price appreciation. If you got in something like I did, like TSLY, but at that time there wasn't many around, but I'm not gonna make excuses. Got into TSLY. At that time, Tesla wasn't performing very well, and it's only declined in its performance. And so what happened? Tesla dropped out of it, tanked. And I'm still down on it. I'm down 10%. Now, is it a big deal? I mean, no, not really a big deal. I mean, like I said, I don't care about the money, and I'm not gonna lose it, because if I hold the stock for 2 years, like more than 50% yield, you hold it for like 2 years, you'll get all your money back. But holding something for 2 years is not really what I want to do right now. Like, I want to get the money right now. And so, in my opinion, in order to do that, in order to get the money right now, look at this guy, what's he doing? See the guy back there? He's over there. What's he doing? He's like over there picking up some weeds or something out the dirty water. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, if you want to get money right now, you kind of have to be prepared to trade in and out of these ETFs. Like, so entry matters, right? It's just like day trading. The entry matters. You have to get in at the right time, and you have to get out at the right time in order to maximize your money, right? So some of these are the same. These single stock ETFs are like that. Like, if you have to get in at the right time, get your dividends, and then get out at the right time, or you stuck with something like I got stuck with, like Tesla. Like, I'm not saying Tesla is bad. It's just bad if you want money now. All right, if you want money now, you should have got something else. Or I should have got something else a long time ago instead of Tesla, right? So, and also, like, when you think of these other ones, like the QQQY and JPY, IWMY, they're not bad either. Like, you hold them long enough, you get all your money back. So if you have a long time horizon, great. But if you want your money now, they're not going to work very well for you, because as soon as you get in, as soon as you get your dividend, the price is going to decline. It's like, even though the market's going up, they're still going down. So those aren't really the best to live off of now. If you have a long time horizon and you reinvest the dividends, et cetera, that's what I did, and I walked away unscathed. I sold them all. I made a video about it. You can search it. It's called I Sold Everything. You can search it if you want to search it. I'm not going to put no links in it like that. If you want to look at it, go look at it. So I sold everything, and I made money on everything, but it wasn't a lot of money, right? Yeah, I did a lot of work for several months to make like $100, like $100 here, $100 there, something like that, right? It's a lot of work for such a small amount of money. So you know, but they do work. But if you want to hold it for a long time, then fine, right? You put it in some account that you're just gonna like keep reinvesting the dividends and wait 30 years, and then you might walk away with a lot of money. And I think it's very possible to do that. But at the same time, if you don't want to wait 20 or 30 years and you want your money now, then you need to choose the right ones. You need to choose the right entry time, and you need to be willing to sell in and out of them and not get married to them. For example, like the Bitcoin ones, right? The Coney and Misty and this new iBit one, they're performing really well. If you look at Bitcoin has been on a tear. It's just skyrocketing, and Bitcoin might go to 100,000. It might drop to 20,000 tomorrow. And if it does drop to 20,000 tomorrow, Coney and Misty and this iBit, they're going to turn into another Tesla, right? You'll be holding a bag, just paying a lot of money, but your price will go down, and you might end up having to wait for 1 year or 2 years to get your money back. So if you're willing to wait, fine, not a problem. And if you're not willing to wait, then I'm just saying, be careful, be prepared to get in and out and sell, and not hold them for too long to get married to them. You just kind of have to get in at the right time, get out at the right time, just like a day trade. So that's just my thoughts or opinions on it. And anyway, I'm gonna be investing in something else very soon. I'm just waiting for the ex-dividend dates, and I'm gonna put some money on one and try to build it up to. We're kind of starting fresh because I sold everything. So I'm gonna get one, and I'm gonna try to build it up to, let's say, $1,000 a month. We'll start there, like I mentioned earlier. Then we get 1,000, then we'll take that 1,000 and start building up another one. But we're gonna focus on one for now. But it's not gonna be Tesla, even though I have it and it's down. I'm not gonna build it up to 1,000 because I don't want to put good money behind bad money. That's not a good idea. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna get in something new and start fresh with that. But I'll keep the Tesla till the cash flows and pays me, like I mentioned before. But for me, I'm probably gonna have to wait 4, maybe 5 months before Tesla cash flows. But not a big deal. I can wait, so I don't need the money right now anyway. So yeah, it's okay. I can wait. But we're gonna try to avoid that if we can. But like I said, I'm not the smartest dude. You know what I mean? So it's just an experiment. But we'll try it and see how it goes. So, sorry, these people are gonna get ran over out here. All these cars behind me, see all that? Anyway, so we'll try and see how it goes. But I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna invest in yet. But I'm looking at several different ones. I try to look at ones that can go up a little bit sometimes. So that way, if I wanna take some money off the top, I can take some money off the top. And if I don't, then I can wait. But man, there's not really a lot of good options out there right now, just because the market's at all-time highs. When the market's at all-time highs, it could go up some more, but it could come down really fast too, and then you can get stuck with another Tesla on your hands. So I'm trying to be a little more cautious this time. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, Dividend Nomad here in China. See y'all in the next video.